Alrighty. Hello, Internet. Welcome to the stream. Vegas Bear here, as always, with Mekumon.
Hello!
Today we are playing Robocop, Rogue City. But more importantly...
Today's gonna be unlucky for criminals.
But more importantly, today we are going to the mall.
The best part of the game.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so last time we finally found Spike, leader of the Vultures, being targeted by torch heads. And we learned that they were broadcasting this to Wendell Antonowski. Where were they broadcasting it to? A mall. Every mall is specific. Let's see. We should be here. On the east side of the mall. Trying to see if there are any Easter eggs in here. Evidently not, but World Vision has 3 freaking stores. Global Record also had 3 stores. Cool Wool has 1, 2, 3, 4 locations in this mall. Zip and Zap has 2. That's interesting. Pretty soon this is going to be what my local mall looks like. I say soon, but maybe in like 10 years' time.
First they can't even connect a few fucking cables, and now they don't even answer.
It's the new guy. He's waiting for some bigwig to show up. He's planning to do some psycho presentation.
And who is the bigwig?
That's what I want to find out.
Mr. W, we still have no contact with the funhouse.
I'm on the phone. We're ready. I understand, but Please tell him that this is not a meeting that can be postponed. I see.
So, they ain't coming, right? Fucking suits!
Keep your anger to yourself, or I'll share mine with you.
Who's there? Show yourself!
Better not.
As you wish, Creep. You are under arrest. Come quietly.
Do you really believe that's what's gonna happen? Take care of him, boys. I'll meet you on the roof.
What's up, metal freak? Forget where you left your car?
You better go, Miss Ortiz. It seems there will be trouble.
Yeah! I love doing this with the bottomless mag and the auto reloader. It's just like it's like a freaking shredder.
Ready for round two!
Gonna brain somebody with that. I love it.
Get lost! I drive!
I shot you in the face.
Oh,
Why-
that.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, oh, that poor schlub.
I shot him in the face. Why was he holding his dick?
Honestly, I'm surprised he could tell which head he got shot in.
Complete total Robocop!
These guys are all drug-addled to hell and back, remember? I don't think he knows what reality is right now.
Alex? Is that you? Come
Oh,
to us.
Yeah, Dad, we're waiting for you.
And it begins.
People, you're about to see why the mall is one of the best levels in this game. Do you ever want some slight psychological horror with your dystopian sci-fi action flick? No? Well, you're about to fucking get it.
We bring you Silent Hill, played by Robocop.
Dad? Are you coming? Dad? Dad, are you here? I'm scared. Come find me, please. Why won't you come for me, Dad? Don't leave me, please. Don't leave me alone. Dad?
Aha!
Empty.
Fuck. Remember, kids, always look behind stairs, even if there's nothing there, or if it's just an empty box. Sometimes it might not be an empty box.
It's like the urban equivalent of looking behind the water. God damn it.
The waterfall.
The waterfall in any given fantasy game. Don't you judge us. So fun fact, if you don't do what Bear's doing and instead just leave leave a mannequin standing upright, they will rotate in place to continue staring at you every time your vision glitches.
It's a symbol of your love and something for her to remember you by after you decided to get yourself killed and leave your family all alone, Alex Murphy. Don't hesitate.
Sometimes just teleport around completely.
I'm not a freak show, god damn it!
Choosing not to make the mean joke. You know what, I'll make it anyway, but I'll twist it a little. Murphy's not the freak show, but Antonowski's gonna be the entire freaking marathon.
Whoa, that was a weird ass glitch. I mean glitch. I think that was the game. Like, not.
Spinning you in place, I know.
Dad?
That had never happened to me when I was playing this sequence.
You look different. You're scaring me. I don't like how scary you are now.
It's not your dad, kid. It's not even a police officer. I don't know what it is anymore.
What the hell? Now I'm getting all turned around.
Hi, you've reached the Vanderburg store. Please leave a message after the tone.
The remains of my husband, a police officer killed in the line of duty, were used to create some kind of a metal monster. I need to bury it to move forward in my life. Do you have a funeral suit that would fit that empty shell?
Where'd they all go?
Did you hear? It's true. You're not one of us anymore.
You're not human.
And you're not a real cop. You're just the rotting remains of
Alex Murphy.
You're something that should
Never
have been. Something
that should not
exist. We have to fix you. We have to erase you. And we will. Just come to us. Come to the rooftop.
We're
Waiting.
Speaking of Wendell, he's gonna pay for this.
Oh yeah.
It's the crap that is stuck to our shield. A cuckoo egg planted by OCP. We need to clear our station of this shit. We must smash that thing. Fire at will. You're not one of us. You feel that too, don't you?
Now, the difference between our playstyles is that when I end up getting to that sequence, I can't bring myself to pull the trigger, and I don't think Murphy could either.
That's fair. I was just showing off what happens if you do.
It is interesting to see that of all of the things that were there, only the Ed-209 actually reacts to damage.
Coffee in the kitchen.
And everyone, all the cops disappeared except for Reed.
Who T-poses to assert dominance like he's from some kind of horror video game creepypasta bullshit.
World-class husband.
Dad, can you fix the camera? I think something's broken.
Ah, there it is.
Hey, you fixed it! Remember I'm playing a game this afternoon? Dad wouldn't miss it, would he?
That is the photo from the first game, I believe, during his flashbacks.
Do you really have to go? You look
First
so
movie,
sexy
you mean?
in that uniform. Why won't you stay a little longer?
Game.
God damn it.
His family must have been well off enough to live in a place like that.
Must have been. Oh wait, I recognize this place. Oh no.
Why are you here?
No, stop! Please, come back!
No attachments. No leverage.
Don't take him away from me!
Everyone wants to be back home with their families. Be back home.
Welcome, shopper. Let's take a stroll through your old home.
Do you think you can just go back? Go on with your life like nothing happened?
This is a one-family house, built by ZM Industries. It's for sale because the head of the family to which it belonged was shot in the head.
Your family has forgotten.
Oh, that's
Why do you want to remember?
But
You
Murphy
attach yourself
like
to something that is
burned out of the
weakest in you. To the part that's still human.
And I love how nobody can seem to comprehend that Murphy is not just a human or a machine, but is in fact both.
Holding on to them makes you weak. Destroy them. Destroy them before they destroy you.
Alex Murphy, the one and the only. I'm here because you have something that belongs to me. You have my badge.
Trippiest sequence in the entire game.
Lewis is hurt because of you.
And one of the best character breakdowns I've ever seen in a like a media form like this.
I'm dead, and I want to find the rest. Your delusions keep tormenting me and my family.
Or at least one of the most engaging.
I want my badge back. I have it, so I remember. Remember what? The lie? Lewis knows us. She would not lie. Give it to me. It's mine. But, Lewis, I want it back. This is my badge. Then I'll have to take it back myself.
Now here's the question. Do I let Alex shoot himself?
It's gonna happen either way, regardless of which Murphy's taking the bullets.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
You are strong enough to take him. Don't forget
I think
you have
the
a partner.
game
He's
took
counting
matters
on
into
you.
its own metaphorical hands.
Don't forget who you are. Alex Murphy.
Get up, Robo. Get up, for God's sake. That's it, Robo. Keep going.
Where's the chopper? The cops will be here any...
Wendell Antonowski,
Haven't you had enough yet?
you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Relax. I'm not your enemy. If I were, you would have already...
You have the right to an attorney.
I wanted to help you. Release you from the burden of your past life, of your memories. But you don't want to lose them, right? Now I get it.
Anything you say may be used against you.
I can give you back those memories. All of them. We should help each other. We have the same boss! Police!
God damn it, you again?
People need to see this.
I'm genuinely surprised that the right to an attorney is still upheld
He
by
is a
the
cop
time
killer.
Robocop is a thing. You'd think that OCP would go,
Can you hand me my lighter? It's a family heirloom. I wouldn't want to lose it.
Do
You
not
mean
give him
this
that light.
trinket? It'll be safer in the prison depository. You'll pick it up yourself in, I don't know, 150 years?
Plenty of time for rehabilitation.
Top story. Wendell Antonowski, the infamous new guy in town, has been apprehended today. Robocop was able to capture Antonowski.
Now, if only they
as
could
reported
deal
by
with the
eyewitness
part inside
Channel 9
Robocop's
Samantha
head
Ortiz.
that was responding to it.
Unfortunately, no footage
Oh,
of the event.
wait, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Robocop's efforts have prompted a public debate regarding his status as a human being. Here's a statement from John Mills, a candidate for the mayor's office in the upcoming mayoral election.
Today, has done more for this city than the current
Excuse me.
administration has done in
Right.
its entire
I keep
term.
forgetting
That's why
this
I
is a
feel
glitch that
that it's
happens
time to give
every
something
time I play
back.
the game.
If elected, I will be advocating to grant Robocop the status of a free, living human being. That's right. Vote Mills, vote Robocop.
Staying on the topic of OCP, the CEO of Omni Consumer Products suffered a heart attack earlier today. The self-made entrepreneur has been taken to the Gibson Memorial Hospital for observation. His condition is stable. We wish you a speedy recovery.
Wendell's in prison and the old man is on his way out? Could this day be any better? Jeez, Steph, don't you have any respect? Here's the man of the hour.
Congrats, Robo! You caught that bastard for what he did to
Jeez,
Lewis.
Steph, don't you have any respect? What's that?
Murphy, come talk to me after you're done with your evaluation.
Whew.
I knew he'd get him. I just knew he'd be the one to bust that asshole.
Glad we have Murphy on our team.
So that was the mall. One of the best levels in this damn game.
Is that the TV personality I keep seeing on television? Have a seat, Robo.
As you can tell by the mess we've made, we very much enjoy that
I
level.
used to be a car mechanic before I landed this job.
Is that supposed to put us at ease, Morgan?
People are gonna be filling in those bullet holes for weeks.
Oh, I forgot about the attack on the courthouse. Damn it.
Acapulco is a war zone.
Oh well.
Congratulations on catching Wyndham. You seem to constantly be front-page news. Not only that, your situation has become a topic of public debate. I imagine that could take a toll on anyone. How are you dealing with other people trying to determine your identity for you?
We'll just have to be a little more careful next time we're let loose in the streets of Detroit again.
Someone is fighting for my rights.
That's probably the healthiest way of looking at it. But the status of a human would make you an autonomous being. It opens many doors. Being given human rights would let you fully take control of your life. Is that something that you'd actually want?
Yes, I deserve it.
And why is that?
I am human.
The idea of granting you human rights is a very important issue. But no more important than the main reason for today's session. Many people might not be aware of that, but I have the whole report on the heavy glitches that you suffered before capturing Wendell. The only other time you've experienced anything similar was during the slaughterhouse incident. That's when your partner was wounded. Now, you were fighting the person responsible for it. Do you think the severity of those glitches is caused by the intense feelings that you have towards either of them?
My partner is important. I needed to do right by her.
I know how close she is to you. Let's dig a little deeper. Your typical glitches are triggered by sensory stimulation, similar to how most people experience memories when exposed to particular sights, sounds, or smells. But this wasn't the case with the other glitches that you experienced recently?
No, they triggered randomly.
That's what I suspected. And now tell me, what did they seem like to you when you experienced them?
Nightmares.
I think we're onto something. Your usual glitches were making you recall memories. No more harmful than remembering your wedding day when hearing Mendelssohn's March. We have to differentiate them from those severe malfunctions that you experienced in the slaughterhouse and at the mall. Those latter ones are the real problem, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But I think I've gathered quite a lot of valuable data, and at our next session, I'll present my conclusions.
Hey, Robo, could you stop by the cells on your way to Reed? Someone there wants to speak to you.
Fun fact, if memory serves, they give you a shortcut to this specific page on a D-pad. I just can't remember which button.
I'm gonna keep this one for now. Oh, it was left on the D-pad.
And now you know.
If it happens, I'm definitely getting SAG. I've got a degree in robotics, not in human relations.
Sometimes I'm surprised you got a high school diploma.
I'd recognize those footsteps anywhere. Over here, Tin Man.
Hello, Pickles.
What did you do this time?
Why does it have to be that I did something? Maybe one of your guys just got a little overeager.
Did they?
No. But none of this matters. I'm here mainly to congratulate us. We did it. We got the guy.
We
sure did, partner.
Any new leads?
Are you looking for trouble? This is the they lived happily ever after part of the story.
Wendell was conducting suspicious activity for someone at OCP. I want to know who.
Shit. I thought you were just looking to avenge your partner. I forgot that you're a dutiful officer. All right. I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what the streets are saying.
Good.
Talk to you later, partner.
He doesn't seem to be too torn up about us taking the drug money. Estevez! Now it is your time for a roasting.
Once we're done with the next handful of objectives, I believe the next major plot relevant location is the prison.
Oh yeah, that was
How my allergies are acting up with all the windows closed, I'll never know. I got 401, so. And that's how you do it, Estevez. Get fucking dunked on. Something. Propeller number. Something. Switch theory. Something bullshit.
Yeah? When? When you get shot the second time. What?
Looks like Ulysses is doing okay.
Good to see. He's a good kid.
In my office.
Anything up here I need to worry about?
The old man had a heart attack.
Seriously? I didn't think he had one.
You're one cold lady, O'Neill.
Does not seem like it. What's up, Reed?
Catching Antonowski put a smile on a lot of people's faces, but we still have one unresolved issue.
Catching his accomplice at OCP.
Exactly. And when everyone realizes that OCP's been sabotaging us the whole time, mentions of a strike will come up again. We don't want that. So who do you think it is?
Becker is an obvious choice. I just don't know if that's not too obvious. Do you suspect that Becker is on Windows payroll?
Notice how both options are yes.
Which is interesting.
All signs point to him.
They do, don't they? And that leads me to another thing. Becker wanted to meet you. You're supposed to show up at some old factory. And he wanted you to come alone.
A rather unusual
request. That's why I'll get Officer Washington to listen in. By the way, how do you feel about it? Can you trust him?
Despite shortcomings, he is trying his best.
That makes me a little less anxious about signing him up to look after you. I'm skeptical of anyone that OCP tries to push on us. First Becker, then Washington. And let's not forget about Dr. Blanche.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go get some tea and take some allergy meds. This is getting annoying.
Are you getting anything out of those sessions?
She is an enormous help. She listens.
You know what?
Good.
On that note,
That's good
I'm
to hear.
also gonna go.
Sometimes
grab a
that's
drink.
all it takes.
I will meet Becker, but there is a place
And
I will
also
visit first.
throw
Sure
away
thing.
What's left of my
In the
lunch.
meantime, I'll brief your overseer. Over.
BRB, people.
Officer Washington!
Yes, sir.
You've got a new assignment.
Ready and willing.
Alright. Oh no, first we have to go to the hospital.
Did you watch the game yesterday? I don't know what's wrong with our team.
I wanted to throw the TV out the window, but it was too heavy. I pulled a hamstring because of that.
And for treatment, OCP can help. If you own a property that can be donated to OCP, we can provide you with health insurance that covers all your treatments. Take advantage today and don't worry about the future because there is nothing more valuable than health. List of covered treatments may change. Yeah, that sounds like OCP.
Yep. So, on a different note, separate topic. We've both seen the upcoming Transformers figures.
Yep.
Of the batch that have been announced recently, shown off, what one are you most excited for?
My Cronus.
Wait, why are you asking me about my liver and kidneys? They shot me in the leg.
Fair enough, he is an interesting mix of aesthetics.
Plus, I can use his true form as a stand for mini cons.
Which is hilarious, but also cool. In my particular case, of the stuff that was shown off and or leaked recently, the things I am most excited about are twofold. On the leaked side, not officially announced, but we know it's coming, I'm actually very excited for the Studio Series 86 Megatron.
Come on, this is time to
Possibly
celebrate.
the best.
Lewis is feeling better.
Even though he
Wendell's
doesn't
in
turn into a
jail.
gun.
Let's party.
If you don't think a strike is
Hey, he still comes with the gun mode as an accessory. That's good enough for me.
So that you two can talk.
Okay, I'm going. Feel better, Louis.
Plus, he's probably one of the best tank Megatrons we've ever gotten.
You look well.
I gotta admit, I sleep better knowing.
As for the main line that we have had announced, Alpha Trion has definitely got my
Any more
attention.
of those visions?
You know what? I forgot about Alpha Trion. Yeah.
So, I don't know how much of it you saw last night,
You know,
but Red and I had a
since
discussion
I've
about the
been
design of
asked
that
to
figure.
They seem to be happening more often, and with greater intensity. I don't think I've ever seen you in such a state.
Where he basically refused to accept any design of Alpha Trion without the
imagine how
wizard
it
beard
affects
as
you.
Alpha Trion.
The fact that he's the brother of one of those guys who shot you.
We should not let the past haunt us.
Easier said than
On
done.
one hand, I can kind of
His
understand why.
presence
because
reminds
that,
me
like,
of the day that I.
It's a part of his aesthetic, has been since we first saw him, because War Dawn came significantly after we first met Alpha Trion. It's part of his iconic signature look. Hell, even Transformers Animated replicated it.
People responsible have paid for it.
I know.
Did Transformers 1 also have the wizard beard?
Wendell is actually the brother of one of your murderers.
It was significantly shorter, but he did.
After all this time. And why didn't he kill you when he got a chance?
That is what I intend to find out.
Right.
Like I said, it's just a part of his iconic look.
Someone from OCP?
That is what he claims.
Damn, Becker.
But
We should
the
just
thing is, do you want to know what specific episode this Alpha Triad design is referencing?
What?
Maybe there's someone who'd be willing to help us?
This is War
I don't know
Dawn.
if you heard, but the old man ended up in this hospital after his heart attack.
So, quick rundown for
I'm not even
for
sure
those
if
of
he's able
us
to talk,
here in the Bear Cave and those in the
probably
audience who
didn't have
have
to
not
check if
watched
he
this
knows
episode.
anything, right?
It was in mid to late Generation 1, Season 2, aired roughly 1985.
We'll be back to working together.
In this episode,
I look
the aerial bots had freshly been built and were still getting used to the Autobots and were, frankly, a bunch of mouthy little punks, as Ironhide put it. Most of them, save Silverbolt, weren't sure why they even bothered fighting alongside the Autobots to protect the humans. They weren't sure why they cared. They thought the Decepticons were cooler because they had better alt numbers. I casually glare at every Decepticon fan in the universe.
The only one who actually showed up to pay him a visit. You know he talks about you a lot.
Anyways.
Yeah, about you being granted human rights. He's rooting for you. So maybe it's not such a bad idea.
This is after, by the way,
Go in.
thwarting a mission where the Decepticons had attempted to capture the world's leaders in order to force them to funnel resources to the Decepticons, and then dropping those world leaders from thousands of feet in the air to ditch the aerial bots.
Oh my god.
And 4 out of 5 aerial bots are still convinced that Decepticons are cooler. This is what Prime Decepticon fans look like in a nutshell. These are lighthearted jabs. I have nothing against fans of Decepticons, especially those from the Transformers Prime universe. I am just having fun. Don't kill me.
I was about to say, I think Dave will grab a knife.
She wouldn't be the first person to kill me in my sleep, and she definitely won't be the last.
So, not to interrupt, but the guard over there talked about how the old man is rooting for Robocop to get human rights, and how he's always talking about Robocop, and how
which is
go ahead.
It's interesting. I'll give it that.
He's proud of old Alex Murphy, and
almost like a son.
Mm-hmm. And we just heard a very strange conversation that the old man seemed to be having with his mother.
But she's not around.
And he's alone in this room. Also, I know it's the 80s. I know it's the 80s.
But that's ridiculous.
But a regular CRT monitor?
Like, at least make it bigger.
Like, these should be in regular hospital rooms. In the I can't believe I'm arguing for VIP room right now, but like the screen should be this.
Or somehow have like a small projector screen, you know, like you'd have in a classroom with like the image projector thing for her when you need the bigger displays. And look, you've got whatever is playing the TV stuff just projecting onto the screen like a freaking movie theater.
Like, this is upsetting.
Normal.
Which is weird because we're talking about like the VIP room. Like, ordinarily I'd be like, you got a CRT, but no, I'm genuinely upset Not genuinely. Well, I'm kind of upset that they put a CRT in here. Yes, I know it's the 80s. Yes, I know this game does not have the highest budget. But I know they have a model for a flat screen. Or at least a wall screen. Because you go to OCP headquarters, spoilers, you go to OCP headquarters, you go to the room from the first movie. They could put a wall screen in there.
I mean, it's a rinky-dink hospital that OCP could close at a moment's notice. Why did they bother?
Because this is the VIP room and it's the old man. Hello, sir.
I'm half convinced Becker specifically had the TV swapped out because it would be the old man.
Your halo shines. Right.
That is a headcanon I'm rolling with. Becker, knowing after hearing about the heart attack, immediately goes out of his way to downgrade all the luxuries in the VIP room just to spite the old man. Because the man is fatally allergic to the concept of respect.
A real friend would? I'm getting close to my final days. And I just can't stand this uncertainty. But you came back from the other side. Tell me, how was it? Was it unbearable?
Like, we've already seen multiple times throughout this game, he balks at the mere concept of people having any form of humanity.
It was like waking up from a long nap.
Everything is product. And product can be replaced.
I believe that death isn't the end. You are walking proof of that. Unfortunately, I have not completed all I set out to.
Sadly enough, I'm sure that there's a fair number of very, very unnervingly sick individuals who think along the same lines in our world.
That weasel seeks not only to destroy you, but also my company. Be wary of
Even the old man doesn't like Becker.
Never let anyone jeopardize the good name of OCP.
I am willing to guarantee, I'm willing to just. I am convinced Becker was some kind of nepo baby that got as high as he did in the company.
I would not be surprised. Because even Dick Jones, for all the shit he pulled,
thank you, son.
He still
Even he respected the old man.
Exactly.
Perfect. Oh, good news.
Jesus.
Leave now. We need to get him ready for the transfer.
Don't sneak up on me like that. I not literally knock your head off with a backhand.
Why the long face, Robo? They'll pump him full of OCP's cocktails, and come Monday morning, he'll be back to signing deals if nothing happened.
We could have literally beheaded him with a backhand. Like, don't ever sneak up on Robocop.
Especially after the shit we went through in the mall. Oh my god.
Murphy's not exactly in the best of mental state right now.
Robocop, you have to intervene.
Oh,
by which I mean, best of emotional state.
Is there a problem?
This man is preventing me from
Dude's
exposing
stressed.
OCP's hypocrisy. The way this hospital treats its patients is the best depiction
Which,
of what
kudos
OCP
on him
wants
for keeping as professional as he can, even while under mental and emotional stress.
in the line of duty is crammed
He's
into
stronger
a
than I.
room, while the old man has a cozy VIP wing of the hospital all to himself. This is what Delta City stands for. Even bigger division.
But the time you had your tonsils removed, you were staying in the VIP wing too.
We're not talking
Also-
about me. We need to talk about the people. Robocop, please stop this madness.
to finish the
policewoman is your partner, isn't she?
the recap I was giving, I'll speed this up a little.
Doesn't she deserve better?
The aerial bots get tricked into a Decepticon trap where Megatron's latest plan to use a time machine to steal energy from the past. Jeez, doesn't that sound familiar? S'mores.
See, my thought immediately went to the Weeping Angels, and then I went, wait, they don't have a way to absorb time energy like that. Never mind.
Lewis should be treated under better conditions.
The aerial bots were supposed to be sent back to the beginning of time, but Optimus and his Autobots showed up and damaged the controls.
Listen to him. Don't let OCP
So instead, the aerial bots got sent back
Say no
9 million years.
Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak. Okay, guys.
They landed at the tail end of Cybertron's golden age,
Preferably padded room.
where some of the first bots they met were a trio of dock workers named Ariel, Dion, and Orion Pax.
If that name sounds familiar to any of you listening, congratulations.
Now, much like the aerial bots themselves, Pax and Dion idolized these newfangled flying robots for their ability to, well, fly. Ariel had heard that those flying robots with the weird purple badges had been attacking cities and provoking conflicts. Dion brushes her off, saying that she'd believe anything.
So you can follow a command. Surprising.
Surrender.
A short while later, one of the flying robots,
Defiant as usual.
a silver, black, and red bot with a big-ass cannon on his arm,
Well, it doesn't pay
shows
to
up
fix
at her
mistakes.
warehouse and
It's cheaper
introduces
just to
himself
replace you.
as Megatron.
So, Robocop, meet the future of law enforcement.
Orion Pax is beyond starstruck to meet a bot who can fly.
Power like yours.
And once Megatron confirms that the only thing they stored here was Energon cubes from the power plants upriver,
That's just a fragment of the speech I had prepared. But hell,
he calls out to his Decepticons, who are all disguised as a truck full of wares he wished to store in the warehouse.
This is no appreciation party.
Gunshots?
And Megatron proceeds to gun down everybody in that warehouse. The aerial bots, who had been exploring and only saw Megatron and his Decepticons heading to the warehouse as they got there, well, they show up just in time to find Orion passing out from his injuries. Desperate to help their new friend, they carry him to the nearest clinic they could find, where a red and kind of very pale, almost lavenderish kind of purple-blue bot with a mustache and no beard is working on a bunch of other bots who have been, and I quote, piling in since this morning.
don't get excited. This was just a warm-up.
His clinic is overflowing. The Decepticons have been killing a lot of people.
It's a bug that ended a presentation in front of the OCP board. I'm looking at the footage now.
The one aerial bot who is the most gung-ho about praising the Decepticons for existing, Slingshot, begs and pleads for this bot to help. So, he takes a look, and senses a very strong spirit, later occurs to be contextualized as a spark, within Orion Pax. He's not dead yet. He's just barely hanging in there because he's too strong to extinguish that easily. So, the older bot promises to use what resources he can to rebuild this guy entirely. after a few hours, he addresses the aerial box, saying that the procedure is done. Saying that the bot they brought in is no longer Orion Pax, but now the first of their new defenders, Optimus Prime. And though his name is never spoken aloud in the episode, we know who this bot is because we've seen a guy with the same design, albeit slightly different, in the episodes prior to this one, including the one where the aerial bots were just, built. This is Alpha Trion.
Took a big gamble.
Who we learned in his first major appearance was the one who created Optimus Prime. And now we just saw it happen. The upcoming Age of the Prime's Alpha Trion figure is based on Alpha Trion's appearance in War Dawn.
Fucking awesome.
And after explaining this much to Red, he still basically threw a minor hissy fit with a sarcastic, "Well, excuse me for not accepting that he's Alpha Trion without the wizard beard." When I told Kraken about this, he's like, "Dude, you can like the aesthetic, but that's still Alpha Trion. With or without the beard." It's like saying it's not Steve from Blue's Clues without the shirt. To use a much more child-friendly example than what I could have said. You know what, the hell with it, I'll use the other example. It's like saying it's not Freddy Krueger without the glove. Oh wait. Nope, even without the glove, he's still a creative as hell dream demon that could think of 1,000 different ways to kill you.
So we're fighting,
Let's continue the fight.
Urban Enforcement. And any fan of
telling you how to outplay my UEDs.
Becker knows you are helping me.
Any fan of the Robocop movies will know immediately
Under these circumstances,
what these designs are.
them any way I see fit.
Until now, I didn't want to damage you too much, but no more.
The urban, these droids, they are designed after one of the Robocop 2 prototypes.
Thank you for explaining it to the guy who still hasn't seen the Robocop movies. Now, granted, I absolutely want to see at least the first one. So, fun fact, there actually is a challenge you can complete in this warehouse by eradicating these drones within a time limit. The time limit does not result in a game over if expired, it just makes the challenge, fail. It's basically for bonus points and levels up.
That's the first time I've actually failed that.
There's a secondary challenge for basically beheading a fair number of these things. So, bringing up the last game we played, before Robocop in the slot. Remember how in Fallout 3 they advised you shoot the giant ants in their antennas to make them frenzy? Shooting these droids' heads off does the same thing. If you don't deplete their entire health bar first. Now, this is just a recommendation. You are absolutely free to ignore me, but after you were done here, I'd like you to at least look at the extra little motherboard things for the Auto 9.
You and the police are unprofitable. That's why I made the urban enforcement droids.
Because there will be more of them that have the auto fire and the bottomless clip thing.
I did pick up, but I did look at a few earlier to see if they had these.
I won't let something like you kill my project.
To see if they had those.
The reason I say so in particular was because, especially in the later game, you will not only get those, but you'll also get some serious upgrade to the oomph of the gun. Like, explosive headshots. I don't recall if any actually had that specific upgrade, but it's the first thing off the top of my head. I would recommend taking the stairs and getting the high ground. Because this is where most of the snipers are. The snipers, they're frickin' anti-tank rifles. Also, Becker, if you really wanted to show how smart these things are supposed to be and off Robocop at the same time, maybe have them shoot for the jaw? Literally the only part of fleshy softness that is exposed with the helmet on.
Enforcing peace.
I'm surprised how nobody thinks of this. Especially in a world where Robo has existed for a while and is as, you know, publicly well known as he is.
What the hell just happened? Becker! Oh, just stop right there.
Great performance, Robocop. And Mr. Becker, it was an excellent presentation. You promised to show me a reliable remedy for this crime wave. And you really did.
Yes, I've been working on UEDs for the past 5 years.
I meant Robocop. He's proved once again that he's still the top player.
Excuse me? It just
to give Mills the minimal credit he's due,
without a shred of proof.
I'm convinced he knows exactly what Becker was trying to do.
I have Wendell's confession.
Oh, do you
and he's just humiliating the man by spinning his own attempts into something that will not exactly get him out of trouble with the company, but definitely put his efforts in a more positive spin.
I need a simple tool.
Yeah.
A tool that I can control. And until
The only
this
reason
remote
you're
is in
still
my
at this
hands,
company
I
is
have
because
to-
I saved your ass. You owe me a favor.
Well, it's time for me to go. Thank you, Mr. Becker, for your presentation. I'll be watching the progress of your project. But until then, keep up the excellent work, Robocop.
So yeah, the
And you better keep
UEDs
an eye on that remote.
are based off one of the prototypes for Robocop 2 in the movie Robocop 2. This particular one, I believe, pulled the helmet off to reveal a skull that started screaming before collapsing.
Nightmare fuel.
Also, it is totally within Becker's character that he just stole the design, took out all of the organic bits, and replaced it with machinery.
The cheapest machinery he could get away with, nonetheless.
I don't know, because he really wants the UEDs to succeed. So I feel like he probably put at least
he'd put enough effort in there to keep them as quality as possible, but also as cost effective as possible. Mm-hmm. It's still OCP.
Yep.
That should do it. What's going on over there?
Becker's here, and the cops are not happy.
Okay, what else is new? Becker's here and the cops aren't happy. What the fuck else is new?
In other news,
An army of
water wet.
Can you believe that?
That is so unethical. To conduct an experiment without our supervision?
Right.
We got a new motherboard, so let's take a look. Alright, what's this asshole doing?
It's a new age, and you have to accept it. My robots are here to stay. Detroit will become the first city policed entirely by my machines. No brains, no glitching, total control.
So that's it? You just gonna replace us?
You've already been replaced, honey. Can't you see it?
What are you talking about?
Out of complete, utter nowhere,
You're a
this
little
is just a
confused.
stupid
That's
joke that found its way into my head.
Murphy's
How to
the
make
guy
both
who's
a
legally
flat
dead.
earther and a round
We are
earther
going
angry
on
at you at the
strike.
same time.
Are cops.
Show them a
Cops
picture
do
of a
not
Halo
go
ring.
on strike.
That's the spirit, old-timer. I have important people to meet, multi-million-dollar contracts to sign. You know, the usual.
An Earth-like planet, albeit an artificial one, that is ring-shaped, so is therefore both round and flat at the same time.
Your last shift. If you have a hard time finding something to do, come to me. That goes for the rest of you too. Murphy, briefing room, now.
Before I go to the briefing room, I'm gonna take a look around.
Oh, that's a first.
What?
The brig is empty.
Oh yeah. Now it's Manson's time to get fucking dunked on.
Wait a minute, what was Manson's score?
247?
For a second there, I thought it was in the thousands. Well, we're gonna find out sooner or later. Who knows, maybe he thought the various Doom cheats. Also, we've already officially passed Manson's score.
Oh, I know.
Keeping track of the audience.
I'm doing this specifically. I'm doing this specifically to teach everyone. Listening. You don't come at me. You don't come at me.
Maybe they should change the daily score to a weekly one so viewers doesn't get challenged for very long. Or just leave it at secondary score all time specific, or just Robocop score specifically. A score for everybody else, and then a score for Murphy. We can try. Almost there, baby.
Yes.
600. Do I hear 650?
Oh my God!
Do I hear 700? $750? 800? At this point, I might as well skip the 50s and just go straight for the 900. Alright, baby, let's do this. 1K, we can make it.
Oh, damn it, I didn't see that one.
Hell, we made it to 968. You were on fire.
Hell yeah.
You have definitely made your point.
No one in this damn precinct can beat my score, even if it is just daily.
I am unfucking touchable.
And then Manson walks in with a BFG.
Fuck you, Manson.
First of all, I don't want to hear a word about those damn robots. We have a job to do. Now that the milk is spilled, we are looking for a mole in OCP that's been protecting Antonowski. As hard as it is to believe, Becker is not that guy.
Yeah, but he's still a prick.
Sure is, but there's still a mole that we need to find.
It's gotta be the rookie.
I'm sitting right here.
So?
And even with the BFG, he only beats Murphy's score by 1.
I pay Wendell a visit in jail.
Good thinking. You can try to squeeze a confession out of him.
If I get my hands on
1
it,
point.
I will squeeze more than just a confession.
Also, Steph...
And then a week later, somehow like Sergeant Reed got a 3 hang.
Steph, go fuck yourself. Ulysses is a better officer than you'll ever be.
Hey, Murphy. That news lady's in the lobby waiting to talk to you.
And when all is said and done, you'll try to become an officer without OCP's involvement.
Listen, I wanted to say that I misjudged you. My crusade is against OCP. You were just collateral. So to extend an olive branch, I'd like to give you this.
What is it?
It's the tape of you glitching the other day at the mall. It's the only copy, so you can do whatever you want with it.
I am sure your TV station would love to play the tape.
Yeah, that's why you need to take it before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Now that I have you here, can I interview you as a consolation prize? They want me to ask you about the election. Seems that people value your opinion.
I would be happy to oblige.
Okay, roll the tape. I'm here at Metro West conducting an interview with a man that needs no introduction. Robocop. One of the more contentious points brought up during the election is the construction of Delta City. Many believe that Delta City will destroy old Detroit. Mayor Cusack spoke at length about the illegal evictions that OCP has been planning in order to start the construction. Other candidates, namely John Mills, believe that Delta City is a chance to clean up the city. What are your thoughts on this subject? Is Delta City the future of old Detroit?
So, I now have given myself the room to hunt down all of 1 additional gunpla between now and August.
Oh?
I would focus.
The real grade shining gun dropped.
Thank you for clarifying your stance on this important topic. This has been Robocop for Channel 9. Samantha Ortez, signing off. Thanks for the interview, Robo. We'll get out of your hair as soon as we're done packing up the equipment.
And now that I have experience with the real grade God Gundam, which Shining is undoubtedly going to reuse most of its engineering from,
Not great.
I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be a fun experience. One of the more complex builds I've done, but still fun. And that thing's gonna be all of the posable.
I saw Becker tear the rookie a new one for what he did at that factory. I wouldn't be surprised if he was already on the way
Hell, I've already kind of thought up a custom to make a real grade Shining Emerald. I'm just going to need either a spare Exia or, universe permitting, a real grade 00 Quanta.
It's not funny, you know?
Oh, this is the officer that has a thing for Lewis.
I wish him all the best of luck.
I can see what the nurses meant about the hair. Still, good luck, buddy. Another pretty damn fun sequence.
It's on Big Bad Toy Store. Perfect. My boys never look so good.
Look, they still keep that metal fuck running. What a waste of electricity.
I mean, he did catch you.
Hello, sir.
If I'm like on the note of Shining Gundam and its variants, if I'm gonna give the Gundam Shining Break anything at all,
Just keep walking. I don't think that.
because I do enjoy its design to some degree,
The visiting room is at the end of the corridor.
it gave me a good glimpse of what a Titan's Colors Shining Gundam would look like. Because, fun fact, the Shining Break has two major design variants.
I felt at home, almost.
I'm glad you're here.
Because its pilot was a problematic youngster who used brake decals from original build divers for a while.
OCP are keeping his record secret. So who is
And the brake decal equipped version of his Gundam Shining Break
Just
was
slime that tried
basically painted like a Titan's Mark
I'm
II.
afraid he's something more than that. He's a demanding individual. There used to be peace in my prison, but now they're rabid dogs. He turned all the gangs against each other. So either OCP doesn't know who they're dealing with, or there's something fishy going on.
I suspect OCP knows more than they are telling. I'm here to verify that.
Good. Come see me after your interview. I have a humble gift for you and your police friends for keeping my business alive.
I look up images of the real grade, and there's this one image that is like a 7-second long GIF or something, showing off the display model of the real grade Shining, and it's just covered in Finding Nemo seagulls. Mine, mine, mine.
You're not going to ask me how I'm settling in.
I relate. I relate a lot.
Like this do me good. I even quit smoking. You know, the trick is to keep your hands busy.
To limit myself before I go on a long-winded rant, I will just say one of my simultaneous favorite features, but also the one that makes me worry the most about this freaking thing. So, you're no stranger to how the Shining Gundam changes to super mode.
I used to think that
You've known me for a few years, you should know by now.
the way it helped me. But I was wrong. And I want to make it up.
You know how the mouth plate opens up?
That life back.
you know how the only model kits that have ever had that feature work the way it's supposed to were either SDs with oversized heads or the 160 scale no grade?
Wait, what?
So, any other iteration of the Shining Gundam outside of the two examples, an SD Gundam kit and the 160 scale no grade, because those did exist for a while, none of them have ever had the mouth plate open up properly. There have been a couple of 1/100 scale kits that had the fins on the head open up, but in every case, you've either had to replace the head wholesale or just replace the closed mask for an open version. The real grade is going to have the opening face mask in 1/144 scale.
That's pretty cool.
And that also, like, it is, but it's also one of the scariest things about that kit.
Looks like a full-blown riot is going down.
You know how tiny Gundam mouth plates are in 1/144 scale.
Oh, yes, I do.
But now we have to focus on the other prisoners. Their arms.
Now imagine splitting one of those in half and putting that on hinges.
I will turn them to the path of reform.
Now you see why I'm simultaneously excited and scared. Why I call this one of my more difficult builds when I get my hands on it.
We got prison riot.
That said, first off, put them in the dirt, my guy. Second, there are other aspects of the super mode that have actually never been touched by other model kits that the real grade will do. So fun fact, there is one transformation step to the super mode that was only ever done once in the entire G Gundam anime.
Now handing out heavy weapons like fucking hot dogs at a football game.
And that was when it transformed to super mode for the first time. You want to know what that is?
What?
The Core Lander. Basically, the little two prong things at the front of the little hover car that is the Core Lander. Folding backwards. Poking out of the Gundam's back. That's it. It's so minuscule, even compared to some of the other transformation steps, that it never happened again. That piece of stock footage was legit never used again. I gotta step away for a moment, Pins. Sorry for the rambles. I will be right back. But I'll still be watching.
Gotcha.
Hey, don't shoot! I'm unarmed!
Hello! Anatomy corner. What does the heart of a snitch bitch look like? Is it rotten? Is it black or stony? Come to the kitchen and check yourself. We got a good supply of snitches needing to be cut. And we're giving out knives for free.
Got a man down!
Scare ya! You got me!
Hey, guards! Is that you?
You were in no hurry. Stupid guards.
Hey, Tin Man! Are you working in prison now?
And tell your fellow guards, they ain't getting our help no more.
Hell yeah, shotgun.
Don't just fucking stand there!
No nuke for you. Party's over. Back to your cells.
These guys are... What were these guys thinking? Taking accounting. Wrong button.
Robocop, I owe you.
We have to stop these creeps from taking over the prison.
You bet we do.
Wendell has to be behind this. I need to find him.
I knew he was up to something. His cell is in Block B. And Robocop, give him my regards.
I will give him much more than that.
Call me on the radio if you need me.
I did find a few that were, you know, staying in their cells.
Block A is clean. Good. Let's keep it that way. Oh, that's the gift I was talking about. We started a baking class for the inmates, and I must say I've been enjoying it myself.
Aww.
Shame it'll go to waste.
Damn. We were gonna get treats. Oh, Wendell's going down for sure this time. No. Murphy would not be able to eat those. Because he doesn't have a digestive system anymore. Look, see, they got a flat screen right here. Why couldn't they put that in the old man's room? Yes, I'm still mad about that. But yeah, like, the only thing Murphy can eat is that paste that that machine in the cage can make. That and baby food really are the only things he can actually eat.
Whoa!
And like, even if we weren't able to eat any, like, the other officers would have enjoyed it.
We need to seal off this area. If you go further, you won't be able to turn back. So...
I am ready to proceed.
Okay then, good luck.
Oh yeah. He's gonna pay for this.
Glad
glad you're here, Robocop. But I think I saw someone from the outside. Those couldn't have been prisoners.
It was at this moment
They were
that he
armed
knew
to the teeth.
he fucked up.
I've got a wife and kids. Please. I promised you that one day I'd blow your head
Oh, shit!
Hornet 1 checking in. We're approaching the client. Affirmative. Robocop is still at the facility. There's no threat.
New enemies.
I'm not fighting! Now you fucked up! Robocop. New arrivals.
I saw them.
They must be the ones who released the prisoners.
The riots are a smokescreen for Wendell.
They're heading for his cell.
I am on my way there now.
I'm not an enemy! Somebody help! He's gonna kill me!
What is the situation?
That guy takes bribes from prisoners and wants to blow my head off because I snitched on him.
Oh, bullshit. This low-life garbage is hiding a gun. I just want to disarm him and cuff him.
If you let him cuff me,
Don't spare
he'll
him.
kill me.
The criminal's lying.
Go. I know where the other guards are. I'll head there right away.
Cuff him.
All right, scumbag. Playtime's over. Show me your hands.
You're not as naive as I thought.
I made that mistake the first time around.
One day I'll blow your head off.
I am thankful that I chimed in, though I have a feeling you were gonna cuff him anyway.
Yeah. I know that guy is a lying sack of shit.
At least now we have confirmation that we both know this. I forgot how fun it was to mess with the soundboard for a while.
Wendell's cell is empty. Intruders beat me to it.
Robo, I'm just getting a signal that the hostiles were spotted moving towards the property store. Wendell included.
I will meet them there.
I'm gonna break Wendell's teeth and force him to eat every single muffin he ruined. He made a great Pegasus pony very sad. I must avenge.
Shit.
Oh yeah, the dudes with the tougher armor. These guys were what made me appreciate the stronger upgrades and the bottomless clip and the auto fire. Also, can I just gush again about the music of this game?
Yes.
Like, it's so good.
I know. That's mostly because they're taking cues from the first movie,
which is a classic for a damn reason. Like, I haven't watched it yet, and I know this! Oh yeah, these rifles. I didn't use them very often, but they were pretty handy when I did. That reload's gotta be hella inconvenient if your wrist can't rotate 360 like a Robocop, so... Also, I'm no gun nut, but I have a weird feeling that the magazine system in that thing is not optimal.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Execution in progress.
When they started getting body armor like this was about the time I realized that throwing them was having less of an effect.
Mission never sleeps.
I'm not sure what you just threw at him, but holy shit.
It was a chair.
And it's Murphy with the steel chair!
I swear, I didn't snitch on Soot. I mean, just think. Would I end up in jail if I did? Just let me go, please.
Oh, it's the arcade owner.
Yep.
We should probably step in.
I can't handle this much stress. It upsets me. Release me, quick, before someone throws the switch! Good, good. Not such a can-headed piece of shit after all. That's what the other inmates call you, but I don't. Not anymore, at least. Thank you.
So
And
yeah,
you're lucky Robo wasn't compelled to pull the switch himself.
if you choose the option to get the torch heads to kill each other, he shows up here. If you don't do that, well, he ends up getting gunned down in the shootout at the arcade.
Hmm.
So I know of at least 3 characters that, counting the arcade owner, that appear here in the prison to make their choices.
Damage sustained!
Who are the other 2?
We will see them soon. Dude has a Mortal Kombat mask.
I was gonna say he looks more like a Cobra bat from the 80s.
That too.
With the armor given and the helmet shape and the color scheme thereof. Dude looks like the first rendition of Cobra's little battle robot. They got souped up body armor. Aim to the leg.
Ooh.
Also, environmental kills in the leg are pretty effective too.
So here's the second person.
Hey, buddy! You missed your cue! This whole rehearsal is a fucking mess! Robocop, call the studio and tell them they need to get me out of this shithole!
Um, 56% health. I don't know if you're comfy with that or not, but okay.
Whatever you are doing here, it is not safe for you to continue.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm prepared for a role.
Your life is in danger. The prisoners are armed and running freely.
Look at the schedule. Today we're shooting prison riots. So what did you expect?
Suffered emotional trauma.
Report to the guards now. Ask to be transferred to a mental institute.
I will, and heads will roll.
So, you remember him?
Barely.
He was the movie star who killed that prostitute.
Right, the sunblock guy.
Yep.
I thought he seemed familiar.
Arresting him and putting him in prison will well, it'll fuck with his mental state to the point where he thinks he's just on set.
That's hilarious and sad.
Situation here.
That guy's got a ticket for the mercy seat in a month, but he was shot, and it looks like justice will get him sooner.
That's no reason to leave me here to die.
I can't take him with me, and I'm not gonna stay here.
Justice can only be served by executing.
This isn't justice, man.
You're more human than this fucking
This is
shit.
negligence.
Even if he's scheduled to be executed in what, a month?
Like, he's on death row and is ready for the chair in about a month.
Like, you can't just do this.
That's not right. Considering a lot of the characters I play in games are medics, that is a betrayal of the oath.
Now, if he were one of the prisoners that were, running around shooting people, that'd be a different story. But he's not.
Like, The oath was something along the lines of do no harm through action or inaction. Like, dude was a disgrace of a medic. Medic, doctor, dude with his... Even if he's not, he's still a disgrace. I can't exactly say his mindset would be uncommon, but that doesn't necessarily make it right. If the guy wasn't causing trouble and with his hit in the crossfire, you stay with him. Like, yikes. I know corruption and negligence are everywhere in Robocop's world, but seriously. What? I gotta change the subject. This is getting too irritating for me. So, last night I stumbled upon a vote. An open poll, basically. The worst place to live in comics. There were 3 options. Invincible's Chicago, Marvel's NYC, and Gotham City. Gotham had 70% of the vote.
Yeah. Which is surprising because in Invincible, I think Chicago's been torn down like 3 times.
See, when I shared this with Kraken, she completely understood. And as she put it, the other guys, you're dealing with like superpowered freaks and alien invasions, but Gotham is a little different. Gotham can happen to you.
That's true, actually.
Because, keep in mind, taking the superpowered element out of the equation, most of Batman's rogues gallery are some flavor of mobster or organized crime. The inciting incident that created Batman in the first place was a desperate mother shooting down his parents in a dark alley. Gotham can happen to people. I even looked into the comments of the vote just to see what people were thinking with the numbers there. And, well, the top comment basically sealed it for me. Quote, "If a hell exists, it's Gotham City."
I remember reading some Jonah Hex comics from the New 52 era, and in those comics he went to Gotham City in the 1800s, and it was just as bad.
mind assault super criminals. But you want to know something funny? Jonah Hex found this intricate cave system on the outskirts of Gotham. And inside was a giant bat. And by giant, I mean kaiju sized.
Holy shit.
Like, Bruce Wayne was always going to be Batman no matter fucking what.
Last week I finished.
Man, imagine if Bruce had went to therapy instead of that.
Today, those fuckers showed up and messed everything up. Where did they go? To the parking lot. You have to bust them. I'll be cleaning this shit up until retirement.
I'd argue being Batman is Bruce's therapy, which, considering he acknowledges he's a rich kid with a lot of issues, does more than it needs to.
The scum's over there, hiding behind his bodyguards. You need to smoke him out.
That is a cute little detail that could be seen as annoying to some people, but I find it amusing.
Okay, I think we may have, we have definitely missed the other person. So the guy we missed was the one that was stealing Nuke from other dealers and selling it at a lower price.
Oh, that guy.
If you let him, if you convince him to not kill himself, he has a job working in laundry. He works in the prison's laundromat.
Considering how anal he was about his laundry when we caught him. I mean, at least he's doing something he enjoys. That might actually be one of the handful of prison rehabs that might actually work.
He's staying out of trouble.
And again, considering how he gets about laundry, you know he's gonna do a good job. Oh, this poor schmuck. Shot in the back by his comrades several times. Everybody's getting away from the van that's about to explode.
Can't you get it through that thick skeleton? You're supposed to stay away from my business if you want to get your past life back. How about we save part of that life right now? I sent some guns to the hospital to rectify my mistake and finish the job with your friend Lewis. but it was before we talked. I would have called off the hit, but I had to take care of you and your fellow guards. So, I guess it's over to you.
I mean,
and you better hurry.
Dude's a fucking sleazebag, but at the very least, he told you what was going on, so you know, knew to be there.
Protect the innocent. Protect the innocent! Oh, shit. Oh, I like that security guard. He was nice.
Enthusiastic about his job, too.
Casualties at Gibson
That's difficult to
Memorial
come
Hospital.
by.
I need assistance. Possible hostiles in the vicinity.
Quite a lot of blood. Quite a lot of bodies. Fuck.
These bastards are gonna pay.
Who attacks a hospital? Like, seriously.
This is a place of healing!
Lewis.
Oh no. The cop that was supposed to keep an eye on Lewis. Damn, Lewis.
I'm all right, Murphy. I'm all right.
She wouldn't have lived this long if she wasn't a badass.
I feel bad for the other cop, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. He actually might have had a shot.
Oh, thank God you're safe.
We've missed
And
you,
moreover,
officer.
just
How are
being
you
cut
feeling?
down before his time
A
is
little
just
banged up,
bad.
but I've certainly been worse.
That Wendell guy needs to pay for what he did.
And he will.
But when? How many more innocent people have to get shot before that happens?
OCP doesn't have our back. We know that Wendell's working for him.
You know what we should do?
Don't even say it!
We should go on strike.
Yeah!
Sergeant, how can we go out on the streets knowing that the people who hire us are working against us?
Don't forget about the robots.
We will discuss this further, but first, Murphy, it's time for your evaluation.
Sir, is this really the time?
I'll be catching up on what's been going on, partner.
I mean, you did kind of glitch on the way out.
Yeah, but we know that's because of Wendell.
They know that, but I think this evaluation is more of a making sure it didn't fuck up your brain.
Hey, Steph, how's my hair? Looks like an elephant took a dump on an ostrich egg.
So, you also noticed the symmetry of my face?
Whatever, shithead.
Robocop, please, have a seat.
I think it's safe to say Murphy could consider this guy a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anybody who doesn't simply... Anybody who does more than just the bare minimum, keeping me on my feet,
Where
but also
is
giving
Dr.
me
Barnes?
conversation, you
I
know,
am supposed to undergo an
I
evaluation.
consider at least an acquaintance.
Oh, right. She called. Said that she wouldn't be able to make it today. Actually, she wanted you to call her. She seemed distressed.
Antonowski escapes from a high-security prison.
Off to the bizarre police station payphone.
Well, actually,
What happens
we are
if
at
some
2 hours
dangerous
and 18
criminal breaks out
minutes.
from the cell's downstairs?
Next time.
Yep. Alrighty. Thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
And Mekuban.
And no stream tomorrow because there's a local Comic-Con happening. So I will be there instead of here.
I look forward to seeing what you find.
So do I. So we will be back on Monday with more Resident Evil 4. And, yeah. That's gonna be it from us for now. So, so please support us in any way you wish.
Be it monetarily, engagement, YouTube subscription, just sharing us around. Every little bit helps.
Yep. And as always, stay safe, stay comfy, stay hydrated, be good to each other, and we'll see y'all.
Remember the sunscreen tomorrow if you're headed out to the Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, that too. And we will catch you next time.